back to the channel. It's your girl Haley, and in today's video I have a big update for you all regarding our financial situation. So this is going to be a quick chit-chatty video, and this is just talking about where we're sitting at financially, an update on my husband's job in terms of his pay. So we discussed how my husband's employer was looking at changing them from performance pay back to hourly. And for my husband, that would be about a $10 an hour pay cut, because being paid on performance just means that you get paid by what you do. And my husband works very, very, very hard, and he works extremely long hours, anywhere between 10 to 14, sometimes 16 hours a day. He is a local truck driver, so he gets paid per load drop in mileage instead of hourly. And so this was a huge deal for us, because him going from hourly to performance pay really changed our lives, just period. It just has. It's allowed for flexibility and growth in our finances that we didn't know would ever really happen unless I went back to work. And so it's been such a huge blessing, and it allowed us to be able to purchase this home. So to hear that it was going to get kind of taken away was a huge wake-up call for us, and we decided to really focus on paying off debt, which is something that's still very important to us. But we got the update. So corporate is not in charge of the decision. There are some branches, because they're in like 48 states here in the United States, the company he works for. Corporate gave it to the general managers to decide. That has been the consensus. So some of the branches have actually switched back to hourly, but his general manager said that he is super afraid of losing all of his employees if he did that. And he feels like the sales has actually gone up since doing the performance pay, and it's benefited their branch. So for the time being, he intends to stay on performance pay. So that is super, super, super relieving news. And there are probably some questions as to, well, what do you intend to do financially moving forward now that you know that your pay is not really going to change? Great question. We are going to continue doing what we're doing. We're going to continue paying off our mortgage quicker, paying off student loans, tackling debt, but we're going to be a bit more flexible. I've really cut back from groceries, and I don't have personal money each week, which is honestly, it's been fine. I think it's bothered my sons more than it's bothered me, because they were getting money each week. But it's totally fine with me. I really want to focus on paying off debt still, but I do want to be a bit more flexible in our budget to where we don't feel as constricted. But honestly, because we've built these envelopes up over the course of, months, years, it like even cutting back, adding weekly to your finances, your envelopes, it really doesn't feel that much of a big deal, because you have like money saved that's been rolling over for so long. So I don't feel like we really would have felt it till like, several months in per se, but we have felt it in certain areas. So again, I'm just going to be a bit more flexible in terms of our finances, but our goal of paying off a pretty big portion of our mortgage, hopefully putting a dent in her, and also paying off at least one or two of these student loans this year is still a huge game plan for us. I think the biggest thing my husband said was, he went, "Oh, thank goodness." He's like, "I feel like I've been working and working and working, and every time I feel like I'm getting ahead, it just, something comes and just tries to pull us back." He's like, "It's such a relief to hear that we'll have the ability to go on trips together." So because he said that, I want to take into consideration that he may want to travel, and that's not really something that, if you know me personally, you would know that that's not really a Haley thing. I am a homebody through and through, but it's our life. It's his money. He entrusts me with it each week, and I'm super grateful for that we have the partnership that we have in order to, make decisions for each other. But the reality is that he makes the income, and he needs a say-so in it. And so I want to maybe throw in an envelope for travel is what I'm getting. And yeah, that'd probably be the biggest change, as well as maybe contributing more weekly to specific categories. But having this happen, I'm just going to wrap this up here. Having this happen really opened my eyes, honestly. I think it's so easy to drift away when you get a pay increase. They talk about the livelihood increase, and that really hit home for me. I didn't realize that from the last time we paid off debt up until now, that we had gotten accustomed to certain things that we didn't have before. And it is so much harder to pull back than it is to like loosen up. So that has been a huge reality check for me, which is great because it's humbled me and it's brought that to my attention. So going forward, I'm just going to be super mindful of that still and how quickly things can change. But yeah, I'm just super grateful, and I just want to say thank you to each of you that have been praying for us, have been rooting for us. I even had one sweet comment say like, this has happened to me before and it sucks. I hope it doesn't happen to you. I'll be praying for you. And comments like that are just so encouraging, so uplifting, so just really honestly sweet through and through. And I just really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And so I just want to thank you guys so much for being here on our journey, supporting us and our finances. And yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. If you stayed till the end of this video, would you leave me a turtle emoji in the comment section? And I will see you guys later.